Oh, that is pretty much it. So we're back with a part two of our Tokyo Ghoul series. Sorry about the talking, guys, but once again, we're live on TikTok and we're doing other things, so enjoy. But yeah, so there's a lot of triggers that made the visual, or when you think about it, this subject, the way it came in, right, the way it came forward, actually quite normal. It's actually really, really, really normal. We talk about triggers, right? We talk about triggers that are auditive. Talking about a trigger that is visual, right? Now, the reason why we're talking about this, and you might wonder, dude, you've been talking about audio and visual triggers for a while. What's going on? Well, even as a person that often feels the need to justify themselves, right? Start eating on camera. I'm like, there's people that are gonna be bothered by that. So you see other people that get bothered by that, and you're like, okay, well, why did you get bothered, right? And you feel that need to be just saying sorry, but then you're growing up and you're more mature, right? And because you're growing up and you're more mature, you you get, how can I say this? You it's not necessarily about why is this person mad. It's more so about, okay, so yeah, it's actually that. It's not necessarily about the fact that they're mad. It's about why they're mad. So you wonder the visual, the triggers, and there's a lot of triggers, right? I don't know. I don't know. But even then, if you want to go right into the subject, when you look at eating, right, it's kind of crazy because you're gonna go with I'm thinking about eating meat. You're gonna go about, I don't know, eating seafood, and you're crunching and you're crunching, and you know it's animal. You know it used to be something that was alive, and you can literally hear. Can you can literally hear the remains of what's being eaten, right? You hear the remain of what's being eaten, like, holy shit, this used to be something that had a soul, something that was alive, right? Now, ultimately speaking, it's not necessarily about vegetarianism. Um, most of us will never know what it is to have to. Oops, give me a second. We're fixing something. The thing is broken and. There we go. Where are you? There we go. There you go. But it's perfect. Most of us will never have the necessity for hunger for food. No, most of us will never have the necessity to take a life to save your own life, right? Because we go to food market, we go to butcher, we go to eat food in a restaurant. But at the same time, you acknowledge that the thing that you're in front of you was alive, right? So, but then you get into a subject like veganism. That's a lot more. Veganism, not taking away eggs, but then there's a lot of problem of overpopulation of animals, right? So there's this belief that the cycle of life is a cycle of life because there is a need for that. So one of the most interesting thing is if you look at the beasts or animals that are at the lowest of that, they're the one that reproducing themselves the most. So for example, when you really look at it, you would think about flies, you would think about ants, which we see creature like frogs or fish. Fish eat flies, right? They're basically at some, if not the lowest of the cycle of life. So you feel like those reproducing themselves so freaking quick. When you look at when you look at a fish, a fish will have eggs and eggs and eggs and eggs and eggs, and the eggs are different, right? When you look at a bigger animal, you look at it at a cow, you look at it at a lion, you look at it at a tiger. They're having a lot less offspring, right? Because they're having a lot less offspring, then there's a unbalance in the cycle of life. So when you think about the cycle of life, think about story, you think about the Bible, about the Ark of Noah. which was two beasts to make sure that those beasts would not be extinct. You guys remember that? You guys remember that? Cool. Cool, 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 cool. So then, like, okay, well, how come they didn't eat each other, right? So I do believe that the cycle of life is the way it's supposed to be. Now, technically speaking, the cycle of life completely changed when we decided to raise cattle, to raise pig, right? Because then those animals, and this is kind of the part that is the scariest. So for example, you have this a super normal animal, right? And because you have this super normal animals, you're in a position of okay, well, um, you're gonna be hunting, you're gonna be surviving on its own. If you look at one of the best example is actually the pig. The pig itself. So the pig itself, if you look at the savage or the wild version of the pig, you get a boar. Now a boar will have two husks to defend itself. When you look at the pig itself, the pig doesn't have husks. So the husk will be able to take care of is enemies, is natural enemies. But you take away that power by raising it. Now, ultimately speaking, you're raising it and you're defending it. So I was watching this YouTube channel, and this guy has a farm, and it's a sheep farm. And for this guy, there's a lot of wolf around. So he had this humongous dog, which I believe is it's not a Malamute, it's not a, but it's same general as that. And it's a huge dog, right? This dog will protect. This dog will protect the what should we call it? His dog will protect. Oh, it's complicated. This dog will protect those sheep, and that dog's a male, right? So that dog is a male, and I think it was because the male was more aggressive, and then the guy bought a puppy of the same race. And then the puppy was hungry and he wouldn't eat. So then what ended up happening was one of the sheep. I don't know the whole story. Something about, I think she lost a child, or they said okay, well, they're gonna be feeding the puppy. The sheep ended up feeding the puppy, and it was such a beautiful thing because like okay, well, this dog, this I don't remember the name exactly. This dog will protect you. You feed it, right? But then there's cohabitation, right? So she's quite nice. But then there's some animals that are not able to defend themselves. Like a chicken will not be able to defend itself. However, with a chicken will be able to run away. There's always going to be this fight or flight answer. And it's not because when you look at it, when you look at birds and itself, most of the birds are not going to be able to defend themselves. Very rarely. Now you do have birds like falcon, like eagle, like a howl that are able to defend themselves, but that's very rare. You look at you take a pigeon, you go a dove, a pigeon, a dove. Now a raven and a corbeau. There's another word for that. There's another one. Similar one. Okay, well we'll put a raven. You take a raven. They're actually really smart. See, one of the people don't believe that, but parrots and ravens are the smartest. But I don't think that they're having ability to defend themselves, right? And because they don't have this ability to defend themselves, you're in a position where like, holy shit, how do you defend them, right? But then you look at other animals, and the animal kingdom has taught us that there is such a thing as predator and prey, and some animals are meant to be prey, and some animals are meant to be predators, right? No, us, with technology speaking, with technology, anybody can go out in the wild and defend himself against a tiger and a bear and shit like that, right? But the reality is, if it wasn't for technologies, how many of us could survive, right? And I've been watching a lot of outdoor shows, and Outdoor Boy is understanding how to survive in the forest, right? But, and although other boys will always have understanding, the generational knowledge of survive from father to son to son. the father, as a way to defend himself. Yeah, they I don't think it's a BB gun, but for the sake of the life, I'll say it's a BB gun, right? And he can protect himself. If he's able to protect himself, then he'll survive, right? I don't know. And we live in the theory of evolution, right? We're weaker. Now, with this theory of evolution, the nicest thing ever is the factor that there's a possibility that I was talking about pig before, right? If we between that pig and a boar, remember that? There's a huge possibility that us humans did the same thing. The previous step in evolution was a lot stronger, was more able to defend itself. Or to defend himself, right? And I don't know, because with evolution, like, holy shit, I was able to evolve. There you go. I'm fucking full. We talked about that, then our bodies start digesting, which is not good. But at the same time, it's a great thing because I don't know. See, if we were able to evolve, not as a complicated thing, that is a super complicated thing. The first animal to have this almost evolution was a dog. When you look at the ancestor of the dogs, it was a wolf, right? It was a huge dog, and then we domesticated them. And then we had farm animals, which was cow, pig, chicken, and they possibly devolved into a more docile variant because they didn't need to protect themselves. And then as humans, we did the same. Now the greatest thing with that, I believe, again, all of this is possibly not even true. All this is possibly just a general idea I'm throwing out there. But imagine, right, that is true. Imagine that is true. What if the farm animals, because of generation and generation and generation of being we'll call this domesticated, they change their physicality, the core, the general aspect of this animal, and they changed for the better, or for the better in a sense of this is what we need versus this is what we are, right? The humans are the same, so the human would have generation after generation of being in a position where they're not in danger. So by not being in danger, we domesticate ourselves, right? We domesticated ourselves in a fashion of, well, we don't really need to work that hard. We don't really need to defend ourselves. But you look at and it's not because people will say, oh yeah, but we evolved and we're smarter, right? Is that true? I don't know if we're smarter. I know that we changed. But the probability. So you get even baby. And don't raise it. If you're looking at Tarzan is a story, of course, but in Tarzan, it's a baby, and you raise it with animals, and of course, he becomes more like an ape because we're closer to the ape than other animals. But at the same time, isn't that much smarter than a caveman? And also, the thing with knowledge is not necessarily about how much you know, about how useful it is. So, I'm the outdoor boy. I learned how to make a fire. I've also learned the very basic of programming in real life or in a non-professional fashion. What is more useful, programming or the fire? The fire. So now, when I have to stop here, and I have to go to the bathroom, but I want to thank you guys for listening. And the people that came in, and I love you, that you matter. See you guys soon. Thank you so much. Plus, we have 50%, so it's perfect. Have a nice evening. Love y'all, and peace. Okay, that's good. Cool life, cool life, cool life. Cherry bomb. What? Pourquoi? Oh. Quit. My apologies.
Brainwashes his viewers into contributing. Make a contribution tonight. Here we go. You ready? Woo! Hey, I'm indoctrinated. Sounds good. It's the power of cultish groupthink mentality. I'm a cult leader. I think the big gnosis works.
What happened? The screen turned off and it hasn't turned back on. Hello? I'm serious. The screen turned off doing the graphics, the driver update, and it hasn't come back with a black screen. See? Just a standard driver update. I did nothing special. I just said do the graphic driver update. Why is it doing it? It's a black screen. What am I supposed to do? Mash all the buttons? I don't know. What am I supposed to do? I legit don't know. What do I do if I do a graphics driver update and it goes black screen and won't come back? What do I do? No, today's been nothing but tech issues, to be clear. Earlier today, this camera kept turning off. Control Alt plus ups. Control Alt up. Is that true? Is that what I should? Oh, now that's a bad sign. Now the lights just went off on my keyboard. I'm gonna have to restart the PC. How? Just go press the button. I'm done. It's black screen. I'm serious. Black on my TV. Black on the capture. It's all black. Nothing. No feet. Look. Moving the mouse. Clicking. Nothing. Buttons. Nothing. Control Alt Delete. Nothing. It looks like it crashed because this keyboard has frozen. It's down. Wait, what's supposed to be doing? Oh, it just started. Yeah, I don't know. The cameras are fine. There's nothing wrong with the camera. It's this gaming PC is having an issue now. Should I go hold the power button? I don't know what else to do. We're black screen. I don't know if this PC has a restart button. If it has a restart button, I'll try that.
No, Papa Barrel.
Yeah, crazy socks tonight on Kick. So here's the deal. Here's what's going on. You ready, guys?
Oh my God, strictly wheelchair donation.
So from what I'm to understand, I don't know because I was streaming earlier. I guess Casino was saying, oh, look, Phil is banning all the casino members from his chat, which isn't true.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
I'm gonna have to switch to the tower. Yeah. I got 4 minutes. I got 20
And
minutes.
apologized and says he won't do it again. Well, all his buddies started going crazy in chat. I told him to cut the crap because I'm not gonna have my whole chat derail. All right. So today, that was what happened yesterday. All right.
Oh.
Today, I go to stream, and what happened is, as soon as we were going to end the podcast and start with Black Ops 6, Kick put me on the front page. So my viewers went from like 50 to like 400. So what happened was, in light of pissy and up in arms
Sorry
about
about
it,
this, guys. Not feeling good.
listen, the rules have always been very simple. You're respectful to others, including me, but also others in chat. You don't advertise outside content and streamers, because obviously that's counterproductive. You're supposed to be here watching this content, not someone else's. And you don't derail the chat. That's it. It's such simple rules, right? It really is. So I don't know why people don't understand it. So it is what it is, you know. If people try it again tonight and are going to keep constantly be doing it, and no one can chat in over there, I'm going to start banning people again.
Banned. Gone. Forever.
It's not going to happen. People want to be able to talk in the chat and have a conversation. People want to be able to use the chat. It's not your chat. It's my business chat. Where people are supposed to come in and talk about the games and stuff going on. You get it?
Oh my god, he's drinking Hulk Hogan's sperm? Guys, thanks for chilling with me tonight. If you had a good time tonight, if you like the content, please support the stream. Sucks that the game ended early. We don't have enough time to play another game. But please, let's get some support right now. We're at 66 goals hit. Obviously, 4 more to go for DSP Tries It British food, which is going to be exciting. I've never had any British food before in my life. So to try things that are like, you know, synonymous with British cuisine will be really cool. So please support if you can, all right? Man, this job sucks. It's a grind. I just do it for the money.
Wow, I just got a generous $30 contribution from an anonymous tipper.
Oh, man.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
He's lying. He's a faker. He's full of shit.
So now I have to hurry.
Right, look. 38 away. Let's do it. Let's just cinch it. Let's hit it right now. And then we've hit all the goals today.
Because I need to play the tower.
Very close. Only a couple more days we'll probably have it in the bag. Yes, money is a priority. It has to be. I have to pay the bill to stay here and do this as a job.
10 subs were just gifted by Ren. We have not seen Ren in quite a while. Welcome back, Ren. I don't know where you've been, but thank you for coming back tonight. And a 10-member bomb.
Is it a whale? It is a whale, because it has those whale-like teeth.
Full.
Like cones. He's got a big old eyeball. Yeah, thank you, Red. He said, I love your new setup. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? Crazy RGBs all over the place. Animations, you know, everything's sounding, looking good. Finally, got everything working. I think we figured out the problem with this camera, because now it's been working all day, so I think we nailed it. Yeah, good stuff. All right, so folks, just to remind you all, yeah, you did. Isaki Jojo, you showed up at the very tail end. I'm out of here now. Just to remind you all, tomorrow, we will have a nice level 1 podcast in the morning, a chill one. And we're going to have, I believe it is Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii as the daytime stream.
Tomorrow is going to be a huge episode of the Level 1 podcast. All right? One of the biggest I've ever done. In fact, I'm going to go to say tomorrow will likely be the biggest episode of the Level 1 podcast that I've ever done in history.
My apologies.
All right? You ready for this? Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow on the Level 1 podcast, my guest will be Review Tech USA. Also known as Rich, or The Basement, or whatever the hell he goes by now, because I guess he deleted his Review Tech channel. It doesn't exist anymore. Alright?
What is that?
So, yeah, it is 100% confirmed. I've got his Discord info finally. Took ages to get it. The only way this isn't happening is if he backs out absolute last minute. But I confirmed 100% with the man that he will be here tomorrow. All right?
Oh, yeah.
I want to emphasize, this will be a no-miss scenario. I don't care if you're a fan of Rich, if you're a hater of Rich. I don't care if you're a fan of mine, if you're a hater of mine.
Good point.
I don't care if you're a fan of Kino Casino, a hater of Kino Casino. I don't care if you're somewhere in between all of this. Because many of you are. I feel like with all this stuff
Nice.
that's been going crazy. crazy over the last, 8 to 10 months or however long it's been at this point. I don't even know. Alright? You're not gonna want to miss tomorrow. Tomorrow is gonna be must watch. Alright? Trust me on this. You've wanted to see me confront this man for how long? And it's finally gonna happen tomorrow, right here, on the Level 1 podcast. Fair enough?
As you can see, I'm such a very weakened individual, such a pathetic soul. Who fills the lolcow of the gaming community.
Lolcow. So, all eyes on the show tomorrow. Alright? Much warranted. You're gonna want to change. See it. I'm glad I was on the front page of Kick for this part, although you're probably all asleep by the time I got to it. I probably should have led with this. But I'm not that smart. I'm too old. Yeah. Tomorrow will be wow. Whoa. Just wait and see is all I'm gonna say. That's it.